What's up, y'all? I'm out here at the range, as you can see back behind me. Been out here all day having some fun, doing some very interesting tests out here, and this one right here should be a really interesting 9mm test. So as usual, we got the jelly contraption out here ready to roll with the chrono and 2 blocks of gel. Now I've done a couple of tests in this far block. I'll leave some links if y'all hadn't seen that one, but this first block up here is completely nice and clear, so we'll get a really good picture of what happens here. Now as you can probably see, I feel like I always need to mention I'm using my heavy clothing barrier here with a layer of denim, layer of fleece, and 2 layers of cotton t-shirt material. And what we got here, like I said, is some more 9mm, and it's actually some more Underwood 9mm. Probably no surprise to y'all. Y'all know I'm a big fan of this Underwood stuff. It usually performs good no matter what the caliber, no matter what type of round. But this one right here, I'm actually kind of curious about. The 9mm plus P plus 147 grain bonded jacketed hollow point. So this is their gold dot load. Their 147 grain gold dot loaded to plus P plus. They're saying 1175 feet per second on the box. If y'all remember, I've tested the 124 plus P plus, this same load. Very, very nice performance out of this thing, but I'm actually kind of curious about this one. And mainly what I'm curious about is how these heavy ones will do out of a shorter barrel. Now, personally, I would run a lighter round out of a shorter barrel, like my 3-inch barrels. I would go 124 or probably even 115 plus P plus, whatever. But this 147 may do the trick if it's moving fast enough. So I've got a couple different barrel lengths here we're going to try them out of. For the full size one, I'm going to use the Glock 17 with the 4.5-inch barrel basically. I hadn't used my 17 in a while. Usually I use my P80, so I figured I'd break it on out. Like I say, 4.5-inch barrel on that one. And then for the shorty here, probably no surprise, the new kid on the block, the Canik Mete MC9 with the 3.1-inch barrel. So I feel pretty confident that we're going to get some good performance out of that G17, but like I said, I am very curious to see what the 147 does out of the shorter barrel. So let's get this stuff set up and let's find out. All right, let's see what kind of speeds these chunky boys are moving. I'm going to do a 5-round average from each barrel length. And we'll start with this Canik Mete first with the 3-inch barrel. See what they moving. Like I said, it was 1150, maybe 1160 something on the box. I don't think we'll see it from this 3-inch, but let's see what we get here, y'all. Got 1100. 1098. 1106. 1118. And 1106, so we got on up there with this 3-inch barrel, and that's some spicy stuff right there, buddy. Let's go check the average. All right, so our 5-round average that time was 1105 feet per second. I double checked the box and it was saying 1175, so we knew we wouldn't see it from this 3-inch. So 1105 for 147 grain from a 3-inch ain't really too bad. And at 1100, I got a feeling we might see some good performance. So let me switch this up and let's check out what that 17 can do. All right, let's see how fast this 17 can push them. Like I said, the box is saying 1175. Based on what we got there, I don't know that we'll see that out of this either, but I could be wrong. Let's see what we get here. Shouldn't be near snappy out of this anyway. Got 1144, 1159, 1147, 1138, and 1147, so no, we definitely didn't hit that 1175. Let's check that average. All right, so our 5-round average that time was 1147 feet per second. So like I said, still not that 1175. I imagine if you moved up to a 5-inch, 5.5, you'd probably see that. So maybe that's what they're testing it out of. But anyway, like I said, 1147. And if you remember out that Canik, it was 1105. So you're talking about 42 feet per second difference in between them. So really, to me, that's not very significant for less than 5%. So not a big difference. I think based on these speeds, they're both going to do pretty good in the gel, but let me get this reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, is it the perfect match or just too fat jelly time? We'll put 1 round from each barrel length into the gel, starting with this Canik 3-inch first. Like I said, based on these speeds, I got a good feeling about both of these. Maybe it won't prove me wrong this time. I think I veered out the side. I put it right where I wanted, but it did a curve. Let me make sure. Yep, that was the first foul of the day, y'all. It went in perfect, then did a hard right, come out the side of the block. So let's try that one again. I'm gonna try to put it around the same place. It might make it a little tricky to see, but we'll figure that out. All right, that one right there should have been perfect. Let me go down there and check it out. All right, that's definitely more like it right there. That one looks really, really nice. So let's see what this G17 can do. I'm gonna try to go up above that one because I'm kind of nervous about trying to put it below it. Only problem is that first one that went out might block this, but like I said, we'll figure that out. I think I went incredibly close to that Canik. Let me go see what we got. All right, let's check out what we got down here, y'all. Absolutely fantastic performance from these things. Pretty much what I expected to see. After I saw that 1100 from both of those, I think if you're seeing 1100 feet per second velocity on any weight gold dot 9mm wise, you're guaranteed some good performance. So I did get pretty close here, but both of them's completely separate so we can see what's going on. The one on the bottom, that was the one out of the Canik MC9 with the 3-inch barrel. As you can see, it comes in, obviously opens up immediately. Fantastic disruption and wound channel, carries through this first block and into the second block, maybe about an inch and a quarter or so. Now it did just barely touch one of the little stragglers that came in here. It didn't get it with a direct hit, but it could have gave it a little more penetration, but that's probably about right though, just judging by the expansion over this one. So like I said, it looks like you're about an inch and a half into the second block from that Canik. And then of course right up above it, that's the one out of the Glock 17. Again, comes in, you can tell immediate expansion there, nice disruption and penetration, carries through this first block, and this one actually stops maybe an inch and a half or 2 inches short of this first block, and it has some fantastic expansion. I mean, just gnarly looking expansion. But as far as the penetration, the one out of this Canik is sitting at exactly 17 3/4 inches, and then the one out of the Glock 17 is sitting at exactly 15 inches. So fantastic penetration from both of these. And here's your little close-up look again on the bottom, the Canik 3-inch, on the top, the 4.5 Glock 17. So you can see there, really, really nice disruption. This one here got a lot bigger area of disruption towards the end, maybe because it was slowing down. And then you can see it there, that's the 17. Massive expansion from that thing there. And then like I said, the Canik keeps on trucking, and you can see it hit a little bit of a straggler from a previous test there, but you see it there. Very nice expansion on that one also, but definitely not as much as that 17. All right, let's take a look at these projectiles, y'all. So obviously, as you can see, a big difference in expansion here. This one right here, the Glock 17, this one right here, the Canik MC9. So that little bit of velocity difference made a huge expansion difference here. Now, neither one of them are bad at all by any means. This Canik is fantastic, but this 17 just took it to the next level, as you can see. I mean, just look how far down it peeled. This one here is pretty much down to the base, where this one here is a lot further up. But like I said, both of these things, fantastic job. And I think, like I said, at 1100 feet per second, you're pretty much guaranteed to get this really nice performance from these things. So let's get us some measurements. We'll start with the weight. Like I said, they both started at 147. This one here out of the MC9 is at 146.3. And then this one here from the Glock 17 is at 145.8. So they probably both lost a little crumb or two here in the gel. It's hard to really say because I can't really see it that well. Now, as for the expansion, we'll start here with this MC9. You got 5.52, 5.57, and 5.64, so some really nice expansion on that one. And then this one here from the Glock 17, you got 6.01, 6.41, and 6.64, so absolutely crazy expansion on that one from the Glock 17. And there you have it, y'all, the 147 grain plus P plus loaded gold dots from Underwood. Absolutely terrific performance from both of these right here. As far as asking a question whether you can run the of the heavy and fast rounds through a shorter barrel, that's a big 10-4 yes on this one right here. 2 thumbs up from this. I would have absolutely no problem running these, not to mention some pretty nice energy for a 9mm. So in my opinion, from either barrel length, these 147 plus P plus are a huge win. All right, y'all, I'm calling it right there for another absolutely fantastic 9mm Underwood test. Like I said, as soon as I saw that 1100 feet per second velocity, and probably as soon as a lot of y'all out there did too, it was pretty much game on. 1100 feet per second is almost guaranteed to make these gold dots do well. It doesn't take a whole lot. Now, that being said, you should have already seen the 38 special standard pressure gold dot test that I did before this one, and that right there, between this and that, that's a perfect example of how much difference that speed makes. I'm personally very glad to see these do well because my local shop's got quite a few boxes of these, and I've got quite a few boxes at the house, so this right here might be something I load up on the regular. But let me know what y'all think about these 147 grainers. Is that just a little too heavy for y'all out of a short barrel like that, even with this extra speed that gets it performing well? Would you rather just not have that extra snap? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed the video, reach down and hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you've got your notifications on so hopefully you don't miss anything that I upload. Take a minute and check out my affiliate links in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit up my storefront link first. You go right through Amazon just like normal after that, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. Same deal on those axle links. If you're looking for some really nice ear pro, hit up those links down below and you can save a lot of money instead of hitting their site directly. Like I always tell y'all, I appreciate all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. Lots of good stuff headed your way, so be on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.